Hello YouTube, welcome to this week's weekly vlog and pickups video. Enjoy! Good evening YouTube. It's Tuesday evening, it's 9 o'clock. I am officially the world's worst vlogger because this is the first bit of filming I've actually managed to do in 2 days. I have been to the charity shops today. My clothing ban is well and truly knackered. And I have a few pickups to show you, so if you bear with me I'll get those laid out and we'll have a look. So, first up then, I found the Max and Paddy's Power of 2 DVD for £1. Doesn't sell particularly well on its own, but it does bump up the value if you put it together with the Road to Nowhere DVD. So I'll just be looking out to find one of those. A Jack Wills hooded jacket. There's hood at the back there somewhere. Honestly, there really is a hood. There we go, hood at the back there. Jack Wills hooded. Now this was in the half price sale at one of the charity shops, and I paid, oh there it is, there we go, I paid half of £4.50, so I paid £2.25 for that. Then on Frida here, which is my little my name for my little dummy, there is a Hobbs shrug, Hobbs plum shrug, which was in the sale and I paid £1. And then underneath the shrug, the top underneath, is another mint velvet top, cream mint velvet top, which I'm very pleased about. The last mint velvet top I bought a couple of weeks ago sold very, very quickly for a very good price, so very happy with that. Poor old headless Frida there. Up here, this one's Fat Face. This was also £1. It has got all the buttons, they're just not all done up. This one is White Stuff, cotton white stuff top. That was in the half price sale and that was, oh, half of £3.70, £1.85. Difficult maths as well. And then a Bowden boating style blazer, and that was £1. Bowden for £1, can't go wrong. That's today's pickups, clothing ban completely knackered. Good afternoon YouTube. It is Thursday afternoon, it's 4:10 and I am probably the world's worst weekly vlogger because there's a very strong chance this is the first piece of filming you're going to get to see from this week. That's not to say I haven't tried. There have been a couple of days when nothing happened that you would have been remotely interested in, but then the other day I thought I'd pop on and tell you guys that I'd been to a charity shop and what I'd picked up. I made the mistake of trying to do this with my daughter in the car. Now, she is not a toddler. She is nearly 21 years old. She'll be 21 this year. She is a fully grown, functioning adult. However, she did not want her face to be shown on camera, so she attempted to hide behind the seat. Secondary however, despite not wanting her face to be shown on camera, she didn't mind her stupid noises being shown on camera. And so, every time I tried to speak, she made me laugh. She made rude noises that plainly the intention was that you, the viewer, would think that I was making uncontrollable noises whilst trying to talk to you. I'm not saying I don't make noises, but they are all completely controllable, and I wouldn't dream of sharing them with YouTube. So the little bit of filming that I did the other day is rendered useless by A, the silly noises, and me dissolving into giggles every time she made a silly noise. There is a little bit of charity shop filming from that day. I did film my haul, not in the shop, but when I got home I did film the little bits I'd got, so you'll see that. And then there'll be a little bit of footage from today. I'm on my way to the parcel shop, so you get to see me blathering on about nothing. I've just stopped in at the charity shop. When I take my daughter to work, there is a charity shop on the way back, and I usually pop in there, but because I go several times a week, there's very rarely anything very exciting, or rather not in larger quantities. I've just picked up another comforter, Marks and Spencer's comforter. Ooh. And this mug, which matches the plate that I bought the other day. So I've already listed the plate, but I'll probably just revise that listing and add the mug to it. and see if that increases its popularity. Excuse me sniffing, it's very, very cold. So off to the parcel shop now with my 2 parcels, count them, 2 parcels from yesterday evening's and today's sales. It's very slow. I know I'm not the only one saying this. I know that the other people who YouTube and are also on the various groups are saying the same thing. It is very slow, and it's bound to be, isn't it? It's coming to the very, very dry part of January where nobody's got any money at all. Payday for my children is tomorrow. Both of them get paid tomorrow, so I'm assuming that it's payday for a good many other people as well. Maybe we'll have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Maybe there'll be so many sales over the weekend that on Monday when you see me I will be dropping from exhaustion from packaging. I have got auctions finishing Monday again. They're the same auctions that I put on last week. I just relisted the stuff that didn't sell, and there's only bids on 2 items so far, but then I didn't expect to get much response when they're the same items on a second wave of auctions. I did clear out about 20 odd items in last week's auction, so as I think I told you, I put on about 100, 91 or something like that, and sold about 20, so not a great sell-through rate, but 20 items that I now don't have cluttering up the place. Again, most of them, as I thought they would, most of them went for 99p, 1 or 2 went a little bit over, nothing went for more than a £5, but again, like I said, I knew that it was tat. I knew that there wasn't anything there exciting. There wasn't going to be anything that made people jump up and down. It was stuff that I'd had listed on Buy It Now for forever and a day, wasn't moving, and I just wanted to clear it out. Bearing in mind that the majority of the things I buy cost £1 or less. If I sell it for 99p, if I can attempt to make a little bit of something on the postage, as I've said before, I charge £3.20 postage pretty much across the board, unless I need to charge more. So I've got a very itchy nose. And if it goes as a large letter, then that's a bonus. But yeah, I won't have made much of a loss on most of that stuff, and I won't have made as much of a loss as I would have done if I just sent it to the charity shop. However, this second wave of auctions, when this ends, a lot of it will then be pulled off. What's suitable for bundles, clothing wise, will go to the charity shop, and anything that isn't suitable for what's suitable for bundles will be bundled, and anything that isn't suitable for bundles will go to the charity shop. It's a good job you don't tune into me with the assumption that you're going to hear pearls of wisdom, isn't it? Because most of what I say makes no sense at all. Anyway, it's Thursday. I'm not sure if there's any YouTube hangouts tonight. I can never remember which day any of them are on. But I have today been doing some sorting out in my office space. My office space is just a corner of my bedroom. It's a very small house, as I've said before. There isn't any spare rooms. I'd like to move up into the loft, but it's not currently suitable for what I'd like to achieve up there. I'd like to have a photography area, a packing area. It is boarded out and there is electrics, but it has only an ordinary loft hatch. It doesn't have a proper set of stairs, and there is no window, so it's not ideal for spending long periods of time up there, really. So maybe one day I'll be able to sort that out and get everything up into the loft, and then I can have my bedroom back. But in the meantime, I've been having a tidy up, having a bit of a rearrange of how I store stuff. I've cleared out some very, very old paperwork. That's at the garden being burnt by my son. Really old stuff, credit card statements from years ago, and God knows what else. Things that you think, I must keep that. And then you think 100 years later, why have I kept that? So yeah, that's been today, a bit of cleaning out, and I will continue with that this evening, unless 100 people suddenly start buying things, in which case I'll spend my evening packaging. I package pretty much as I go. Sorry about the wobble again, by the way. Package pretty much as I go along. I don't like to let them build up, and I go to the parcel shop daily, or unless I haven't got anything to take, in which case I don't go, because that would be strange. Anyway, that's me. That's it's been a very boring week. This is a very boring vlog. Those of you who've dozed off can wake up now and go about your daily life and do whatever it is you normally do when you're not being bored to tears by me, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye bye. Good evening, YouTube. Excuse the terrible lighting. It's just coming on to getting dark. It's been a very dull day anyway. So I really must get myself some daylight lighting set up. Just wanted to show you very quick charity pickups that I did today. I picked up this. This is Terry Pratchett's Presents Dodger's Guide to London. Looking on completed and sold, they probably go for about a tenner. I paid £2.49, but in all honesty I bought it because I thought I'd be interested in reading it rather than anything else, so if I sell it, that's a bonus. I picked up 2 Victoria Wood DVDs. Victoria Wood As Seen on TV, that's a complete first and second series, plus the Christmas special and the Midlife Christmas. Now I sold this one, funnily enough, just before Christmas for about a £5. As you can see, these are 49p each. And the As Seen on TV, again, I'd quite like to watch it, so if I sell it, that'll be a bonus. Another comforter, this is Nelly and Raph comforter, 99p. Just sold one of these for £7.99 with free postage, so not huge amounts in them. They're only from B&M stores. Not huge amounts of profit, but still, you know, profit's profit. A Mr. Potato Head. I'm hoping to add him to a bundle. I've been trying to build a bundle, but I've ended up with 3 that are completely the same. He's the first one that I found that was slightly different. He was 99p. And this handbag. Now this is a Todd's handbag, and from what I can tell, it is a genuine Todd's handbag. I've had a good look at it. It seems to be very well made. It's good materials. The lining's nice. It has all the little Todd's features, such as the... see if I can show you. Excuse my hands. There you go. Little Todd's logo appears on the metal work and stuff like that. I paid £3.99. These vary. These go on eBay for anything from £2.50 to £500. So I doubt that I've got anything worth 500 quid, but hopefully I should be able to pull a little bit more than £3.99 out of it. And that's it. Those are today's charity shop pickups. Total spend of 1, 2, 6, 7, under a tenner. Total spend of under a tenner. Should be able to pull in 40 or 50 quid, I think, for that tenner, even if the handbag only goes for a low price. Speak to you soon. Bye bye. Good afternoon, YouTube. It's Saturday. It's 5 to 1, and I am trying desperately to escape from the Argos car park. Having just popped in, don't ever pop to Argos on a Saturday. Having just popped in to buy a new slow cooker, as ours has developed a mysterious crackle on the base, which nobody knows how that got there. Anyway, escaping from Argos car park with the intention of popping to a couple of charity shops on the way home. Still a quietish week. Few sales that came in. At last point, I can take parcels as well. A few sales came in yesterday evening, which I presume is the payday effect. And I've had a couple of offers this morning which I've counted and then they've declined, so that's fine. Lovely message from a lady who didn't agree with my definition of excellent condition on a dress that I sold on auction for 99p. She has messaged me and been quite extraordinarily rude. I have messaged back and been brief but polite and said, I'm sorry you don't like the item, please return it to me for a full refund. She has responded to this with, not worth the return postage, dress has been binned. Well, she would have been entitled to a refund on her return postage if the item had not been as described. So I've told her that and told her, your choice. Won't surprise me in the slightest if I get a negative now, but I should imagine I'll be able to get eBay to remove it on the basis that I offered a full refund and she chose not to take me up on that. I don't understand why people are so rude. I don't understand why people find it difficult to just be basically civil in life. A simple message. You know, I'm not happy with the condition of this item. I'd like to return it for a full refund. No problem, you go ahead and do that, I'll refund you a full amount. Excuse me. Very simple, very civil, everybody's happy. Well, I'm not particularly happy, but you know. customer's happy. What's happened now is the dress has gone in the bin. I've got her money, all 99p of it, which I shall spend recklessly on sex, drugs and sausage rolls or something like that. And she's left with a disgruntled expression on her face, although judging from the tone of her message, she probably goes through life with a disgruntled expression on her face. So yeah, so that's that. Auctions finishing tomorrow night. Again, only a couple of items selling at the moment, but didn't really expect much from that. Done some listing this week, really must do some more. Very, very slow on the listing. I have done quite a lot of tidying and reorganising, which is desperately in need of being done, but not a lot of listings. So that's got to be my focus for next week. I might set myself a little listing challenge, perhaps, 10 a day, 20 a day, something like that. It's silly because once I get started, I can fire out 20 listings in an hour fairly easily. I have a system whereby everything that I've photographed is piled up in similars, so all the skirts are in one pile, all the trousers and so on and so forth, and then you can literally fire through and do sell similar, and get through them very, very quickly. I don't fill in very many of the item specifics. There seems to be mixed views on that within the reselling community. Some people very much believe in putting in as many item specifics as you can. Other people believe in saving as much time as you can. I'm afraid I'm in the second category. I want to list quickly. If somebody then messages me and asks for measurements or whatever, then I will of course do them. But that happens so rarely that I feel the time I save by doing a quick and simple listing is worth it. But yeah, so if I fire through the listings, I should be able to hit a target of 10, maybe 15. Maybe I'll split the difference, call it 15 a day. But I really have got to do something next week because I'm not listing enough. And as you guys can see, I'm still buying, still stocking up. Need to sell stock. I was going to get, there's a vintage clothing by the Kilo event in Bristol tomorrow. That would be Sunday the 29th, and I was going to go to that. And then I started thinking, what do you get for a kilo? And the answer is not a lot, unless you just go and buy very, very floaty fabrics, lots of chiffon and nothing, lots of chiffon and nothing particularly, wasn't beeping at me, lots of chiffon and nothing particularly heavy, then you could probably get quite a few pieces for a kilo. But as soon as you start buying a pair of jeans or a pair of shoes or a cardigan or anything with any weight to it, I think you'll probably get 1.5 items per kilo. And I think it said it was going to be £15 per kilo. I'm blowed if I'm paying 15 quid for a pair of second-hand jeans, or a pair and a half even. So I decided to give that a miss. It would also have meant missing the car boot sale. There is still only one car boot sale a week around here at the moment. So I think I'd rather, on balance, I'd rather go to the car boot sale than take my chances at the vintage clothing. So that's tomorrow, and then I would hope to get this vlog up tomorrow night if I don't have a disaster. Last week I uploaded all the videos to the Movie Maker thing, and then I decided I would use the anti-wobble thing that they have on their software to deal with some of the wobbly footage from the appalling roads we have in Bristol. And it worked. It got rid of some of the wobble, but it also got rid of all of the sound. I had no speech, no narration on there at all, and I could not work out how to get it back. So I ended up having to reload all of the videos and start again. So this week I think I won't bother. You'll just have to put up with the wobble. If you don't like wobbly things, you shouldn't be watching me anyway, because I wobble constantly. Yeah, so I should hopefully upload that tonight and get that on tonight. And then around about Wednesday I intend to get my 10 things I've sold video up. That's if I've managed to sell 10 bloody things by Wednesday. So there we go. I'm going to pop in the charity shop now. And if I pick anything up, I will add some footage in for that later on. Speak to you later. Bye bye. Good afternoon, YouTube. here's, as promised, the few charity shop pickups that I got this morning. First up, I have a Transformers duvet set. I thought it was more vintage than it is. It turns out it's not that old, but I paid £1.50 and I should be able to get a tenner for it, so I'm okay with that. This might be my boo-boo. This is Mr. Men Complete Original TV Series. It's all 28 episodes of Series 1 and Series 2 on one DVD, and I thought, oh, Mr. Men, people like Mr. Men books. They do, but they're not that bothered about DVDs, so I paid £1, and if I'm lucky I might get £1. This pink top is from East. It's 100% silk. East is a nice little brand to look out for. It usually does quite well. The blue shirt hanging up is Aquascutum Golf. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you I paid £1 for the East top. There you go. Aquascutum Golf shirt. Also £1. £1. And this brand, I've never heard of this brand, but it looked interesting. It's called Petrolio. It's a Petrolio shirt. It was £1. And like I said, not a brand I've ever heard of. I think it's a men's shirt. It doesn't seem to be blousy. Seems to be a chap's shirt, but not a brand I've heard of, so that will need a bit of research. And then these are by a company called Poetic License. They are a sister company to Irregular Choice. Irregular Choice shoes sell very well. Poetic License shoes also sell quite well. I don't think the charity shop knew that because these were £2.99. Thanks for watching. Good morning, YouTube. It's a horrible, horrible day. It's chucking it down the rain. It's cold. Generally miserable. I'm going to the car boot sale. I'm late. It is Sunday morning and it is 9:20. Some mornings I'm at the car boot sale by 7:30. The one thing is that with this car boot sale it doesn't seem to make a lot of difference what time you get there, because I have been leaving at 9:30 and cars have still been rolling in and setting up. So, as I usually say, we shall see. After the car boot sale, I have to go back to Argos, yay! Because the slow cooker that I have bought is far too small for the family. I don't know what happened. I don't know whether I had a small brain fart when I went into Argos. I knew that I didn't want a big one like we had before. The one we had before was 6.5 litres. It was huge. You could have had a bath in it. We could have all, as a family, taken a swim in it together. So I wanted a slightly smaller one. I've obviously overdone the slightly and ended up with something that even the family budgie would complain about as a swimming pool. Do budgies swim? Probably. So, the plan is car boot sale and then pop to Argos, change the slow cooker for a slightly bigger one. Then I'm picking up an item that I have bought on Facebook Marketplace, which is a tech deck bundle. I know nothing about tech decks. I'm doing that thing where I buy something I know bugger all about. I know that other sellers have had some success with tech decks, and this seems to be quite a nice bundle of lamps and bits and stuff, and they only want a tenner for it. And it's fairly local, so I thought, okay, I'll have that. I did do that annoying thing that people on Facebook do, where we discussed it yesterday. We agreed that I would have it. We agreed a time. I said to him, great, what's the address? And he said, oh, message me just before you're ready to come and I'll give you the address. As if I'm going to do something with his address in the meantime. I really don't know. I think people go, well, you must think of your security, but I'm not going to come to your house tonight if I'm arranged to come tomorrow, and I'm certainly not the cat burglar type. So I don't quite know what he thought he gained by making me wait until today for the address. Anyway, that's after Argos, and then the mega plan is to go home and do some tidying, because my bedroom stroke eBay room is once again knee deep in all kinds of tat and untidiness, and then get some of the listing done. I did say yesterday going home, I'll go home tomorrow and get some listing done, so I did get a few bits in the charity shop yesterday. I haven't filmed those yet, but they are laid out ready to film, so I'll be doing that, popping the video together, editing that. not that I do much editing. I tend to leave all my blather in, and you guys have to edit me out by not listening. Yeah, that's today's plan. So, boot sale now, Argos, tech decks, tidying, listing. Hurrah! Speak to you later. Hello again, YouTube. Well, just pulling away from the car boot sale. That was extremely worth doing. Is extremely worth doing a sentence? Productive, extremely productive. There you go, we'll have productive. I had a filler bag for 150, which is rarer than rocking horse poo around here. They don't do filler bag usually. You quite often do 50p or 3 for £1, but filler bag is a rarity. So filler bag for 150, in which I managed to get 3 Barbie dolls, 6 or 7 DVDs, a Nintendo game, a book, and some Miele vacuum cleaner. I think the vacuum cleaner bags, they might turn out to be Miele something else, but the fact that they are Miele means they probably have resale value, and certainly at less than 10p or whatever I've ended up paying for them, they have resale value. Then I found another chap, never seen him before. He was a new chap, but he had a lot of stuff. So he looks like one of those guys who go around and hoover up what the charity shops don't want. You know, when the charity shops give up on trying to sell it, it looked like that kind of idea. But I've got a Harry Potter game. If all the pieces are there, I'd be very pleased about that. A pair of Sony headphones. They may or may not work, but again, they weren't very much money. A file of facts, an audio book, and a Mr. Potato Head, and all of that little lot cost me £3 altogether. He then trotted past me carrying a pair of Rio roller boots, which I swiped off him for £2. He'd only just got them out of the van, and I had them before they had a chance to hit the ground. I have a vintage Scrabble for 30p. I have some Fat Face and White Stuff clothing for 50p each, and a Jules boy's hat for 20p. All in all, it's been good. It's been good. So I'm on my way now to Argos to change the slow cooker, and then to pick up my tech deck stuff, and then I will do a little bit of a haul video when I get home. See you in a bit. Good afternoon, YouTube, and here I am with this morning's car boot sale pickups. Firstly, the Rio roller boots cost me £2. I have sold a pair of those before. They were white, I think, with blue and white stripes, and I think I sold them for about £30. So these are smaller, so they may not go quite so well. I think these are a child size. The Harry Potter Adventures Through Hogwarts electronic game, if it's all there, should bring me about £20. And for that I paid, bear with, I have notes, I forgot to bring them with me. For that I paid 60p. I had a bundle of stuff in my arms, and the chap said, oh, give me £3 for the lot, so they came in at 60p. Also 60p was the place called Mr. Potato Head, the file of facts, the Sony headphones, and the Mallory Blackman audio book. So quite pleased with those, 60p each. The Friends Central Perk coffee cup, latte cup, cost me £1. The makeup, now this is a bit of a branching out for me. I don't buy things like this usually, but these are all new and sealed. There's 93 makeup pencils there of various descriptions, and I got all of them for £3. So surely I can pull back more than £3 on 93 makeup pencils. The Scrabble was 30p. That seems to be all complete, although I need to count the tiles. The clothes, these are White Stuff, Fat Face, and those were 50p each. They're just tunic tops. A Looney Tunes Tasmania mug, that cost me £1, and the Cathkiston phone case cost me £1. Normally wouldn't bother, but I sold one of those very recently for about £7, so I thought I'd give that a go. The Jules little boy's hat was 20p. I've discovered it's got a button missing here, but I can restitch a button on there, that's not a problem. And then this little corner here, this was all fill a bag for £1.50. I got 3 Barbies in various states of distress. I got the Miele High Clean vacuum bags. They are vacuum bags, I've checked. And then I got all of these DVDs. So there's 3 Tom and Jerry films, 2 Harry Potters, and then there's a Roald Dahl book, Magic Finger, and Nintendo Bratz game. And all of those items there, they were £1.50 in a bag altogether. So those work out 16 pence per item. So hopefully there'll be a return there. And then finally this corner, the chap that I usually buy lots of stuff from said to me, anything in those boxes over there that you want, you can have. Now, obviously the boxes were full of quite a lot of stuff that even we chappies would turn our nose up at. But I did get these 2 Disney plates. They're melamine plates. And melamine plates go surprisingly well. This is a Jane Shilton leather wallet, unused, completely unused. And this Waddington's Calypso vintage card game, which again inside completely mint and unused. And all of those were completely free. So total spend today of £20.50, including entry into the car boot sale of £1. So not bad, 20 quid for that lot. I've no idea what I'm looking at, but I would say in excess of £150 return, possibly more. Quite pleased with that. See you later. Finally today, this is the Tech Deck bundle, which I picked up this morning from a Facebook Marketplace connection. I paid £10 for all of this. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I don't know what most of it is. I know that it builds together. I don't know how. I don't know if I could sell it better if I learnt how to build it together. I have no clue. I will go away and do some research. But I paid £10 for everything you see here, which seems like a good deal to me. Wish me luck.